Tes, tes. Halo semuanya. Selamat malam semuanya. Jordan, halo Jordan. Iya, halo Jordan. Thank you udah mampir. Iya, Nat, aku lanjut. Akhirnya mulai. Maaf, aku agak telat soalnya aku baru selesai makan. Bentar. Aku masih atur mic karena mic aku suka jatuh-jatuh nih. Udah rada kendor. How's your day, guys? Saatnya kembali kita melanjutkan Attorney. Sebelumnya apa suaraku kedengeran kah? Paskah suaraku atau kekecilan? Mungkin agak kecil kali ya. Aduh, internet juga kurang bagus nih kayaknya. Sebentar, aku mau cek sesuatu. Oh, ada Ahmad Raffi juga, halo BTW. Di chat OBS aku nggak masuk soalnya. Thank you udah mampir loh. Nah, ya aku nggak bawa ryouko lagi BTW karena di servernya Kotoba lagi ada mabar di internasional Dota, jadi ryouko yang buka share screen buat nobarnya, jadi dia nggak ikutan hari ini. Kalau kalian ada yang mau nonton Dota maybe silakan mampir ke Discordnya Kotoba. Oke. Saatnya kita lanjut. Ini apa penting? Oh enggak, bukan. Maaf kalau internetku kayaknya internetku jelek banget deh. Tapi biasanya suka membaik di akhir. Jadi gaman shiroyo. Terus mungkin ada yang nanya kenapa aku pakai selimut sekarang. Karena aku lagi flu sepertinya. Jadi agak kurang enak badan, jadi ya aku pakai selimut untuk menghangatkan tubuhku. Suaranya kurang gede di tempatku. Wait. Udah kali ya. Bentar guys, aku mau atur sesuatu dulu. Di mana ya? Sini kah? Bukan. Oh. Mungkin suaraku agak besar sedikit sekarang. Halo Ivan, halo. Kenapa ups? Ada apa itu? Bagaimana harimu Ivan? Apakah baik-baik saja? Sehat? case, I must ask each of you now to state clearly and concisely for the court. Oh, kita lagi ini ya. Judicial finding. Okay. Yuk, pakai apaan tuh? Tunggu, ini aku nggak delay kan atau gimana nih? Harusnya nggak delay. Oh, aku pakai selimut. Natasha aku kayaknya lagi kurang enak badan gitu. Aku flu. Pengen ke kamar mandi. Iya, ke kamar mandi. Silakan Ivan, silakan. Sebentar. Pakai selimut Natasha bet. The accused left behind evidence that Sim didn't hit those 3 books of his. If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might... GWSU, thank you Nat. Thank you Nat. Ya, aku akan baik-baik saja Nat. Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to this crime if the windows was closed, can it? Sepertinya kita... Duh, ada pecahan ya waktu itu, aku lupa deh. During it was only a little book, hardly life-threatening even with the time. Tunggu. Excuse me, miss. Kan dia dibunuh dengan pisau nih. Kenapa Anda seperti berasumsi dibunuh dengan buku ini? Bukan dibunuh, maksudnya terluka. Bukan terbunuh. Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in tidy bit of trouble. One thing of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me a sneak. Jadi kacanya kebuka berarti karena si kakeknya aja kena api, kecium bau api gitu. Itu kayak otak yang dibungkus kecapi, astaga. Kayaknya enak banget, hangat. Iya dong. Nanti aku bagi-bagi ya, Nat. Kita berbagi selimut ya, Nat. So the court must accept the fact it was indeed the accused sin fleeing from the scene. And moreover, no one else was even at the scene to commit the crime. Well, if the eyewitnesses are correct, the conclusion is somewhat set in stone. Oh, udahlah, bla 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 bla. Kita langsung aja. Bisa banyak cocot. Who stabbed the woman and how? Those two juga sama. Dah. Diam. Let me. I assume you're prepared. Oh yes. Let's go. Tuh. Meler. Terus aku bawa kotak tisu. Langsung aja udah. Harusnya tunggu. No. Kayaknya aku harus press deh. Statementnya. Oh, tinggal 2 F. Aduh, kepencet lagi. Aduh. press ya itu ya? Oh iya. Aku press itu. But what about the possibility that the window was open? What about it? I mean, there's just no way it could have been. The prosecutor fell over there, said it earlier. The readers in London are no joke. Oh, iya sih. Then what's the point in even having windows, huh? Woi kura. Console will kindly refrain from childish bickering. I know. Oh, aku harus press yang ini juga mungkin. Mata. Does that have anything to do with your decision about the Chinese culpability in this case? Sorry, what's that? You have to speak up, lad. Sir, could you tell us more about that fire? It was last winter my grandchildren baked me a lovely cake on my birthday. Lah! Oh! It had 75 candles on the top. It did out of sight. Devil worship. It's not like that. Apakah di Jepang belum adakah yang naro lilin di atas kue? Oh, you're so cute. Thank you. Who broke it? Okay. I guess thank you. Thanks for the compliment. Of course not. It was an angel cake to celebrate my birthday. Hai Teteh. Halo juga. It seems that's a common custom here in Great Britain, Mr. Naruto. Of course. Anyway, I mustered all my puff to blow them out. Only I must have blown wrong somehow. The flames didn't go out, but candles went flying all over the room. Joto. Jadi ada dua kejadian gitu kah? Okay. The furniture and everything went up. The whole place filled with smoke. Devil worship. Well, it's called accident. And by the sneeze, I presume you were caught. But how did you catch cold from fire? Yes, it was the grandchildren blast them through water over me as they tried to put out the flame. And then because the whole room had filled up with smoke, of course, we had to open all the windows to clear it. Ah, masuk akal sih. Mighty winter air rushed over me like the devil dancing on my grave. It did. I got a terrible cold from it. It put me in hospital for a while. Sian ya. I knew it was devil worship all along. No, it's not. But something about this old man story is playing on my mind for some reason. Oh no! Aduh, udah gak apa-apa lah, gak apa-apa. As we know now, there were 4 books. Well, what difference does it make? There's every possibility that the 4th book in fact belongs to the defendant's landlord. The part I have problem with. Well, at the point the woman was stabbed, the landlord fellow was at home or something. Enjoying a fire scrap with his wife or something, you say. So exactly how. Well, anyway, the point is the fellow and his wife were somewhere else when it happened. I think... Aduh, skip. So it couldn't have been the landlord who lived then the point is fellow. Aduh, jangan geser-geser Yuuichi. Gomen. Oh my god. Tunggu. Aduh, aku press lagi. Mata. blah 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 blah. Bla 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 bla. Oh, itu terakhir. Pas banget. If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider. What do you mean? Mata! You might be willing to change your decision, you mean? Oh my, such the eye on your face. Aduh, jangan geser-geser, yuk. Despite what you think of me, I'm very modern, metropolitan, and rational woman. So I read them in the first place. If one reads the morning papers, it's all forgotten by tea time, isn't it? So I read them in the first place. Wow, apakah itu logik? Apakah itu rasional? Kalau baca koran, terus lupa setelah tea time, buat apa dibaca ya? Ya. Wow. It's quite rational, eh? And not all. Oh, I'll explain. We lost this woman. Do you know what is meant to be a rational woman? Yeah. But us modern girls are always delight to embrace new paths. New paths. So I'd be only too happy to consider an exciting new theory if you could come up with one. Oh, you like? Ini suka gosip ini, bukannya apa? I'd be happy to do that too if only I could. Yeah. Even if to, okay, ini udah. Oh, ini dia. Hanging. But the little book was on fire at the time, was it not? With flames of love, I'll have you know. We lost. What is flame of love? There's really no such thing as a loving incendiary bomb. Well, he broke it upon himself. It's playing with fire to betray a fiery love. Isn't it? Well, don't you agree? Hello Note! Welcome again, Note! How are you doing, Note? You good? But I think the argument might have arisen out of your misunderstanding, Mrs. Gardet. Never mind that, the point is we were just having a jovial little dispute, nothing more. Si bapak dia menghindar every time she try to hit it. And I won't have any more of this allegation that it was nothing whatsoever to do with this crime. But well, we'll see. Nice one. He doesn't seem to be turning a hair on Miss Garde's onslaught. Someone as long as to be what a gentle soul he is. Well, I'm just trying to press all the statements here. Maybe I get a clue. You just want to get this over with? How can you sit there and say something like that? A man's future is at stake here. Well, him and me both then, like I said before. I told you already, I'm a day laborer, aren't I? If I don't bring home some ladies with me tonight, you'll find me floating face down in Thames tomorrow morning. Yeah. Maji kayo. I'm doing okay. Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that. You heard me, my miss isn't one to be messed about. You know she can be fierce, believe me. I know. A situation like this crop up the other day was well. Do you know it's funny, but I can't quite remember. Sorry? It was still frightening, that's the thing. Aduh apa? Helpful. I wonder if Mr. Beat will ever be dragged into Thames by his scarf. Oh, okay. We didn't get anything from the statement, so I guess winter house fires are dire. You have to open windows to clear the smoke. That's when the chills get you, see? Oh, it changed the... Coto. I'm getting confused here. Wait. Kayaknya kemungkinan barang yang dilempar bukan buku doang. Can be. Nah, tapi iya, aku lagi mau milih orang yang statement yang mana sama yang mana yang harus aku pit gitu. Winter house. Open nose to clear the smoke. Even if the woman was throwing books, it cannot be related to this crime. If the window was closed, can ya? Punten Mine. Halo Mine. Also, I'm curious. Did you find out yet about my mod thing? No, sadly not. I haven't. By the way, I haven't asked any Himawari members, so you can rest assured. Coba buka jendela kalau ada api. Oke. Jadi kita coba pit yang ini ya, Nat. Kita coba pit yang ini nih. Winter house fires are dire. You have to open windows to clear the smoke. That's when the chills get sticky. Oke, ini aku coba pit ini. Sama ya. Should I pit it with him? Ya, iya makanya. Okay, let's try with this one. Wow, yeah, let's go. This to your statement, blah blah. Okay. They do how exactly. Don't point at me again. I thought it wasn't me. There's the trauma. He's still in trauma. Oh, I'm for him. What? Okay. Juror number 3, do you see? Oh, me? See, what, sir? Did you hear juror number 6 accounts of his birthday celebration last year? Well, look at that smear. It seems despite being a Londoner, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter. Well, how about that? Well, yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from fire, then you'd be mad not to open the... Well, exactly. On the day in question, at the time of the incident, there was fire in Gardner's household, and Mr. Gardner had the following to say about it. The whole place filled with... Oh, hello there. Choto. Yes, juror number 4. Do you have something to say about that? Miss Gardep? Wow. Ooh, oh my god. Boom. Oh dear me. What is the meaning of this? How dare you imply that I'm hiding who I really am? It's imperative that you confirm something for the court, so please, it's time to drop the pretense now. Stop it! What is it? When fire started in your house that day, did your husband open the window? Boom! What? beg your pardon? What are you insinuating? The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and mucus caught fire. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window. And what if we did? You did it then. Alright then, yes, you're right. My husband was frantically trying to open the windows, which can't have been easy, since I continued to give him a justly deserved book battering. Until your house was on fire. You never stop throwing until the anger subsides. It would be terribly bad for the nerve to do it otherwise. Of course, I should have realized. That's a significant step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. You've managed to establish that the window was open. You simply must have that added to Mrs. Gardep's formal statement. Hey. Now you mention it, yes, the window was open. At the time, I'd clean forgotten, but it's true. Okay, let's try to repeat it. To him, the window could have been open. Eh? Eh? No! Wait. Oh. Now you mention it. Yes, the window was open. The time I'd clean forgotten, but it's true. Bingung. Yui, halo Mie. Halo Mie. Long time no see Mie. Bagaimana kabarmu Mie? Nat, bagaimana ini Nat? Help. Tolong aku. Gua harus save dulu. Ya kan jalan terbuka, kan si juror 4 bilang kalau dia lempar-lemparan barang, kemungkinan dia lempar pisau juga kan. Iya, bisa jadi. Iya, bahkan aku mikir bisa jadi kayak dia lempar pisau terus malah nancep ke badannya si cewek itu kan. Tapi kenapa bisa dipegang ya bukunya gitu? Apa karena dia kaget gitu dilempar buku atau apa? Sekarang kita pit 0 berapa ini, aku bingung. Yes, the window was open at but it's true. The window could have been open when the woman was throwing books. I mean, it's definitely tunggu. The window could have been open when the woman was throwing books. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Kabar Mie baik, gimana kabar Yui? Aku baik-baik aja Mie, thank you. Paling aku agak flu aja hari ini. Jadi makanya aku pakai selimut. But it's fine. Thanks for asking. Oh iya, bener juga Nat. Ada kemungkinan kayak ini yang dia bilang, if there was some of a alternative explanation about the how victim was stabbed, I might reconsider. Tapi gimana ya cara ngepitnya gitu loh? Oh, mungkin ini with this one. Nah. Bukan. No. F. Aduh, aku pit yang keberapa ya? Aku bingung pitnya. If there was some novel alternative. Iya. Itu gimana cara? The window could have been open when the woman was throwing books. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Now you mention it. Nomor 4 sama 2 ya? Iya, coba aja, gak apa-apa. Oh, nggak, salah Nat. Gak apa-apa. Aku juga bingung ya. Apa aku harus press lagi gitu ya? Bingung juga aku. Ini kayaknya statementnya ini berubah deh. Coba bentar aku. Iya tuh. Nah, iya berubah nih statementnya nih. Tadi si ini. We know there was a small house fire in the Gardep household on the side of the street. Well, yes, it certainly seems that way. And on account of the smoke, I imagine they would have had the windows wide open in spite of the cold. We also know that Mrs. Gardep was throwing flaming books at her husband. Okay. Her husband, who was backed into a corner by the window due to his wife's friend died. Back? Yes, that's right. So there's definitely a chance that one of the books could have flown past the man and out of the window. Well, he said it himself. Only what? Only I can't really see how it could have gone all the way over the other side of the road, that's all. Well, so I don't really see how I can change my decision really. Oh, I see. Oh no. Ada. There was some novel, bla bla bla. Itu mah ulang lagi. Aku nggak habis pikir keberapa. Accused behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his. Ini tadi udah. Kebingungan. Aku harus press lagi. Coba bentar, aku press ini lagi. Oh, iya benar. The 4th book found at the scene of the crime shows very obvious signs of fire damage. And the title of the book is The Lion's Bride. The same title, in fact, as the book that Mr. Gardep told us he had been reading. We lost. 3 sama 2. Tadi kita udah cobain belum sih 3 sama 2? On the day in question, did you or did you not throw at your husband a copy of The Lion's Bride that he had been reading? Ayo. Yeah, I did. It was the first thing I could lay my hands on, so I hurled it straight at him. And now you came to mention it, yes. He was rather enjoying reading it, you're right. Why did you not reveal this information to the court from the outset? Menghindar lagi. I feel sorry for you. Because I couldn't, in some little man and didn't remember. At times like that, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay your hands on, as well as you know. And itu. Oh, itu. Joto. Joto. What is it? His expression was. You know something? I remember what it was. That memory I blocked out. Eh? It was listening to what this granny was saying. Broke it all floating back. What? Who are you calling granny, chiquidivo? I'm Mrs. Garden or the maid. I have you know. We lost. The man doesn't even flinch. It was about 2 weeks ago now. I just got back home after work. Like, I put my hand in my pocket for the weights I just earned that day and I nearly died. There was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out. Oh dear. You haven't heard the half of it, boy? Okay. The wife was cutting up some chicken at the time. I could her get the words out, but I told her straight, I've lost the day's wage, love. I've lost the day's wage, love. I'm sorry, love. Next thing I knew, the blade was whistling past my ear, stuck into the wall next to me. It did but an instant. Well, just terrible. I could smell it then, you know, that god awful stench of things. I was sure I was going to end up face down in one of the banks at that night. I can tell you. Now that's a real disaster, isn't it? Ah, you mean, then what? Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. When women lose their rag, they'll throw anything at you. Knife, hatchets, hammers, you name it. Well, including yourself, if it was Susato, I guess. You mustn't think that all women are so short-tempered and unfun. At least attack with honor. Using bow or like. No, it doesn't make it bad. Doesn't make it better, Susato. Please don't. Attack, who are you going to attack? Never mind. Could be rather significant, I think. Alright, we'll come back to the bow and arrow thing later if I dare. A woman in rage will hurl almost anything at you. The kitchen knife really broke that home to me. Ah, I guess I should feed this to him. Or her. A woman in red will hurt almost anything at you. Mungkin ini ya, kayak menjelaskan, wow, ini ada sesuatu yang baru nih. Like, a woman in red will hurt almost anything at you. That's a good story, right? Whoa. Juror number 2, do you think perhaps that this could be one such novel alternative? Yeah. Oh my, whatever do you mean? An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back. Oh. Well, what are you talking about? We demonstrate that the fourth book, the lion sprite that was found at the scene of the crime, originated in Mr. Gardep's room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's possible that some other object besides the book. Wow, iya bener Nat, tuh Nat, bener Nat. could have found its way from the Gardep household to the street below. After all, Mrs. Gardep could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Isn't that right, Tudor number 4? What are you insinuating? Pope? I'm beginning to think that ever since the true origins of this book come to light, perhaps he's had a feeling this might be what happened. Wow, now you listen here, Eastern Gala. What is Gala? As the foreman of this jury, I demand a straight answer. You give us this arm, but some other object making it out. But what? What was it? The Kotoba. For example, Kotoba. It can be the knife, yo. It can be the knife. Alright, Mr. Foreman, I'll try to explain the defense theory. The other object. Boom! Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's just present it. Right? Am I wrong? Oh, I'm right. Juror number 4, Mrs. Garda. I must apologize in advance for this. Tapi kalau lempar barang dari atas sampai nusuk orang di bawah tuh sebenarnya mustahil nggak sih, Nat? Atau gimana, Nat? Do you have explanation for this? But I need you to confirm something else for the court. Ah. Bisa aja. Kalau disengaja mungkin bisa aja, tapi kalau nggak disengaja kayaknya lucu juga sih. Tapi nggak dalam memang sih, yang sekarang kan makanya nggak dalam gitu lukanya, makanya dia tidak mati gitu. The twist is pretty cool, but it's a bit convoluted. Yeah, right. There's more twists, by the way. Really not? Really? I don't know what more twist in this case. Oh my god, there's no more. Sama aja kayak nimpuk orang pakai batu kan ya. Iya sih, iya juga. My lord, remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mrs. Gardep were in the throes of an argument. Mrs. Gardep was hurling anything she could at her husband, who'd been packed up against the window, that had been opened to clear the smoke, and through which the book sailed to land at the crime scene. You can seriously believe that the book was found in the victim's grasp? Yeah, maybe karena when my music hasn't got I'm like that. But that's the point, that's precisely why. We must not allow this threat to end, not right now. Oh my. Oh. Miss Gardep, your answer please. Have you seen this knife before or not? Boom. Ask me. So answer me. Oh, yeah. My lord. I wish to change my decision. Wow, thanks. I'm a woman of my word after all. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Yes, I agree. Yeah, thank you. Let's go, Mr. Foreman. Let's go. Thank you. Let's go. Why not the kakek? Kenapa kakek? Grandpa, why? Grandpa, why? What are you doing, Pops? Why you're not changing your mind? Why? Never mind. Now then, Lord Manzix, how does the prosecution wish to proceed? Yeah, drink up. This trial is rapidly descending into a farce. Don't throw it! Don't throw it! Like a cork wine, the first few sips are bitter enough. Don't throw it! But what follows is so repugnant. It's good for nothing except to gather. If I may, Lord Manzix, the defense has just put forward a credible alternative explanation for what happened. Credible is that your considered opinion, Mr. Foreman. Defense argument is a joke. That you must all familiarize yourself with relative positions of the space being discussed. It should already be more than apparent that between the crime scene and the Gardep's household runs a rather wide street by road. Well, which means that the distance from the Gardep's house to the scene is 15 yards. 14 meters. 14 meters. Well, that's a little farther than I mean. And as you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, rightly noted as having potential significance, the fourth book was found in the victim's clothes. Zero Valen, malam Yuuichi. Halo Zero Valen. Welcome Zero Valen. How's your day? In other words, the smoldering book, wantonly hurt by the lady of the house, traveled some 15 yards to land on the opposite side of the road, neatly between the collapsed victim's finger and thumb. Ui. Is that your final conclusion, my learned and deluded friend? Well, and did the jackknife follow a near identical trajectory to plunge into the middle of the victim's back? This fantasy is somewhat stretching the notion of having a bad day for the victim, I think. Boom. Even those pathetic serialized detective stories have more believable plots. Ahmad Rafi, halo, hai. Welcome, selamat datang kembali Ahmad Rafi. Aduh maaf ya, aku lagi kurang enak badan jadi agak gak enak gitu suaranya. That the prosecutor loves the sound of his own voice. Serialized detective stories are pathetic, are they? How dare you? Maybe let's speak our battle soon. My lord, might I be allowed to speak? The prosecution may consider the idea of fantasy, but what the defense has postulated was believable enough to persuade the jury to change its ruling. And as such, the court has duty to explore this alternative explanation as thoroughly as possible. Yeah. To that end, juror number 4, Miss John Burnett, must be called to testify and submit to cross-examination. Well, that's good. Since alive, a cross-examination of the juror. Let's go. Order. Well, this is slightly irregular. It is unprecedented for a member of the jury to be summoned to the stand. No! Unnecessary. No, stop throwing your wine. There are already witnesses in the stand whose testimony the defense may further cross-examine. My learned friend, farcical theory has any truth in it, then both a burning book and jackknife must have flown through the sky before this couple's eye. Ya juga, harusnya mereka lihat juga kalau memang ada yang terlempar dari atas. And we must assume they would be able to testify accordingly. Good morning, officer. Sorry for dozing until now. So, slept for a month. I can't feel it. Maybe. So. Patricia, my darling, I've been neglecting you, but no more. Wait. Farewell, I hereby reject the defense. Oh no! This case has nothing to do with Mr. Gardep. Believe me, a London bomb is good for his word. You see, sir, the windows on the top floor of the Gardep house are top hinge casement. Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it. I did leave the scene to go and fetch help, but my trusty Rolly was there to make sure nothing was disturbed. I didn't take my eyes off the crime scene for one moment, sir. Nothing strange to report on that front, sir. I'm sorry about that. I must have been a little drowsy. You can excuse your sins with drowsiness every time, Constable. What exactly is top hinge casement window? I knew. You can excuse your ignorance with such trite remarks, my learned friend. But I don't know. I don't intend to be ignorant. Bro. Of course. Yeah, I'm sorry. I found it, Mr. Norhondo. Cast your mind back to the windows in Mrs. Gardep's home. I'll try. So the windows open in order to allow air to circulate inside the house. But as it's a top hinge casement window, it swings open along the upper edge, you see. I'm glad you've rectified your ignorance. Casement windows must prominent feature is its stay, a metal bar which prevents the window from being opened beyond a certain point. It prevents it opening? It's all new. Oh, yeah. Totally correct, sir. In other words, it will have clattered against the pane and fallen straight down to the pavement below. Yeah. Oh no. Really? You see the problem then? Good, your education in Windows is complete. Yeah, I'm sorry. There was never any possibility of either the book or the knife traveling 15 yards over the road. Wow. That is unless the window pane had been shattered, something had been discounted already. Did you see that, Rolly? That young Japanese man just collapsed in agony. Oh yes, my darling. I saw it. I saw how he crumbled before me. Oh, Rolly, you're so strong. We lost. Okay. How can you say that for certain? A very good question, son. And the answer, this. It has the noble founding principle of the park written on it, a reminder to all us policemen. Sworn duty. Okay, nice job. Of course I am my darling father. Oh man, no, really. Oh no. We lost none of this what I mean. How can you say for certain that this case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Garrett? You should have said earlier. Well, so could you answer the question? Oh, halo Agung. Welcome Agung. Ikutan oh dong sama Natasha. Absolutely, sir. I will answer it to the fullest of my ability, sir. There's a surprising reason why Mr. and Mrs. Garrett domestic dispute can be replaced. But before I get into that, sir, just one thing. I'd very much like you and all your countrymen to understand the great British institution of Scotland Yard, so I hope you'll take back some tales of us London bobbies and how we uphold our guiding principles. So that the answer, I'd be happy to lend you my warrant card for your pursuit. You won't be able to get through it without shedding a few tears. Okay. Contoh. Mata! By which you mean they don't open to me? Is that correct? Yes. They're just there to allow a bit of air through the house. You see, they are restricted as to how much they open. Oh. And therefore anything thrown out of the window from the to strike the paint and fall to the street without directly blow. Allow me to mark the map. Thanks for making it clear. Yes, directly opposite the scene of the crime. Why would you have any idea what sort of windows is running? salah. Eh? You see, I help with the investigation. Why? What? Contoh. Why? Do you have something to add, Mrs. Beard? Sorry. The bucin. Well, of course, I feel terrible for the poor woman who was attacked. But we were just so lucky it didn't happen on Raleigh Street. It was so close. I didn't realize. Oh yeah, that Street Bear Road. That's the boundary between Raleigh Street and the next one. Isn't that right, my love? Bangun eh! That's the reason I was helping out with interviewing the occupants of the Garden household yesterday. Their house is on my beat, you see, son. What is beat? That really was cutting it close then. I wonder if you could clarify something. If the Garden household is on your beat, does that mean that the pavement next to it as well? Outside Mr. Gardev's house? Yes, ma'am. The pavement on that side of the road is part of my beat. I see, I was unaware of that. Just think, if the woman had been attacked just on the other side of Briar Road, we would never have been able to go farther to celebrate our wedding anniversary. But that's the life of Bobby after all. Extraordinary people are Bobby Stanley, tirelessly working for the benefit of all Londoners. Don't you think so, my darling? That must be it, Pat, my love, that must be it. Oh, what? And now it's my turn, I think. Tunggu. Aku harus lihat dulu di mana. Aduh, kok tulisannya kekecilan. Young woman rendered unconsciously following a step on the back. Olive. Apa? The victim remains unconscious. Her name was gleaned from her personal effect. Apart from the single step wound from the large knife, no other sign. Okay. Let's just press everything, because I don't know. But according to my notes here, the sun had gone down already and it was dark. But Rolly and I were strolling along, gazing at the night sky. We lost. That Rolly, but the inspector, I would have said 3 times at least. In short, are you trying to say that neither a book or nor a knife crossed the sky before you? Okay. Yes, you said that you went to the nearby police box to fetch another officer, is that right? That's right, yes. If it had been on rolling speed, I would have known exactly where I was going, of course. Don't feel bad, my love. You can't be expected to know the location of every police box on every view. Carl told me the way, only I sort of got a little lost on the way. Oh, Patricia, my darling, that's why I love you. Your terrible sense of direction is bewitching to me. Namanya bucin ya guys, ini bucin begini. So I suppose I was gone for about 15 minutes. But like I said, my role was at the scene the whole time, making sure nothing was disturbed. Okay. No, I'm impressed. Mata! Nothing to report? That's correct, sir. I had my eyes wide open the entire time and never looked away for a second. No one else approached the scene and nothing was removed from it. I can swear to that on the yard's other side. Really? That seems a little strange. Your parents are strange sights seem altogether regular to me. This burnt copy of the Lion Sprite was originally in the Gardep household, so the question remains, how did it find its way into the hand of the victim? Can you shed any light on that, Chingy, as you were at the scene of the crime? Please. Could it be the different copy? One that just happened to be burned as well? Even if that were possible, why would the victim was been gripping a book like that in her hand? As we can see from this photographic print, she had a bag over her shoulder. Well, sir, that book was in the lady's hand from the moment we arrived at the scene. That's all. There must be some common thread between them. Can I ask you something, please, Mr. Lawyer, sir? Yes, of course. What is it? You're doubting us, right? Aren't you? I can tell. I'm not. Just because I'm a woman, it doesn't make my testimony any less valuable. No, hey, I'm not. You might just say me as the wife of a policeman, but I'm a woman of my word. I am. No excuses. I don't want to hear it. My voice will be heard. My lord, you'll let me speak, won't you? Sure, of course. What? Hey, I'm not. Aku nggak ngomong kayak gitu ya. Hey, dasar wanita. Pan. Gua nggak ngomong gitu, hey. Ngomong aja. I'm not dubbing you. What F? Do you know the Mrs. Smith? Please, I humbly ask you to continue. My God, I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. What could she possibly be about to say, I wonder? Ngomong aja, hey. Gak usah mancing seperti itu. Ini kah? Mata! Okay. You didn't see it, okay. What? Uy. Choto! Constable Beat, is there a problem? Really? Hey. Your wife's remark just now brings something to mind, perhaps. Away, Sayasa. I was just remembering that the same thing happened that evening is all. Well, you see, I sent her off to find a police box in the next bit over from mine, but she was gone a fair bit longer than what I was expecting. I thought she'd be back inside 10 minutes, but my darling was gone a good 15. You're such a tease! But the reason I was so long was because of the wicked silly. Oh my god, stop! Wicked, oh my god, stop! Sorry, what wicked are you talking about? Oh, it was a present for our wedding anniversary. Oh, it's so romantic. He saved up for it. With parties and happiness he found in the garden while doing his rounds. Yes, how romantic. I've forgotten all about it until just now. Had you, my darling. Ah, oh yes. But that was just between us. Not talking about it to anyone else, darling. You have to promise. Eto itu itu duitnya si om itu kah jangan-jangan? Jika ya kok. But I'm quite sure of one thing. We have to ask Mr. Smith about the bigot. Six looking at me. Okay, let's press. Mata! You mean you dropped the bigot at the scene of the crime? Yes, that's right. I was so upset when we ran over and saw it was a man with a knife in her bag. I was so shocked I dropped the bigot Rory gave me. It was in a dark spot where the street lights were casting any light, so I didn't notice at first. Yes, and I came back to the scene together with the other constable, you see. That's when I spotted my bigot again, but the funny thing was, when I went to pick it up, it was nowhere near the victim's body at all. In case you didn't remind me, Mrs. Britt, the victim is not deceased. I was all flustered for a moment before I heard a voice calling me from the other side of the road. Do you mean this solitary rose? Oh. Yes, that's it. That's the biggest rolly box for anniversary with all bits of things. Tell us, Lord Van Zix, where did you come by the flower? According to the report by the police officer in charge of the crime scene investigation, it was found on the edge of the pavement in front of the Gerdap household. Okay. Although it wasn't noticed until the morning as it lay where the street lamps cast no light. It was believed to be of no relevance to the case since it was found on the opposite side of the thoroughfare. Now I think for good measure this rose should be added to the court. Wow. I'm sorry. Okay. Go grievance position. Really? Am I that smart? The fourth book that had no business being at the scene of the crime made me sure that Mrs. Garda was hiding something from us. But it's becoming increasingly clear that someone else has been hiding something from us as well. Oh no! Is this something not mentioned, that there's more twist in this case? Oh my god. Really? I think I may already be armed with everything I need to strike a decisive blow here. It's going to expose the whole truth about this mysterious game. Wow, you should consider branching out learning some of that. Oke, kayaknya tidak ada yang aneh. Let's just press it. Mata! Aduh, salah. Lost. Bla 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 bla. Boom. Yeah. There was nothing to report in the 15 or so minutes you were guarding the scene. But that cannot be. Boom. What do you mean to say? In your testimony just now, Mrs. Beat, you explained to the court. that when you arrive back at the scene of the crime with the policeman assigned to that wicket you had dropped at the victim's side was no longer anywhere. Yeah. Yes, on the opposite side of Briar Road to where the victim was died. The nearest wicket, if a single sorry bloom can be so described. Now that it was blown in the wind across the street back into the gutter where it belonged. But if that were the case, why did Constable Bit not testify to the fact? Boom! No one else approached the scene and nothing was removed from it. Constable Bit swore to that on Scotland Yard's honor. But the wicket belongs to me. It has nothing to do with the case. That's why I really didn't mention it, I'm sure. No, because sadly it's not only your wicket we are talking about here. More than one thing in this case is mysteriously the wrong way around. What are you talking about? Think about it. Besides Mrs. Bit's wicket, there's Mr. Gardep's book. Wow. I see. Wow. Wow. Jadi kebalikan kah harusnya? Wow. It should be the opposite. Oh my god. Really? Unless someone deliberately moved them. Hey, you shut up. You might call it nitpicking, Mr. Gardep, but deliberately meddling with scene of crime is a criminal offense. It's called tampering. Ah, tampering. Boom. Didn't expect that twist, did you? No. I didn't expect it. Oh my god, that was mind blown. I mean, what? It's like we gotta check it from the start, like. Wow. Are the crime scene supposed to be in front of Mr. Gardep's place, I guess? It should be there, right? The crime scene. But I don't know. I'll ask my learned friend who would possibly have had. All of it. Who are you saying is responsible for tampering with the scene of the crime? What? Mrs. Gardep? Or... oh. Or maybe him? Cause he's lying, you know? He's lying. should be him, right? Oh, I'm right. Considerably bit. It was you. Boy, I don't even know. It's. Whoa. Okay. Why? Aku kaget kayak. Why should he lie? What did he got from lying? I mean, why? Damn, you are doomed. Iya, soalnya dia doang yang ada di crime scene dan dia kelihatan kayak berbohong gitu karena nggak report apa-apa kan? Should be him, yeah. No. What you got? There's no one straighter than my husband. Nobody works more tirelessly for the people of London. Mrs. Bit, you said in your testimony that your husband asked you to go to the nearby police box to fetch him. The 15 minutes that you were absent from the scene is the only opportunity anyone had to tempt you. You're making it up. It's all nonsense. It's all lies. What about the Spanish man with the whiskers? I bet it was him. If that was true, Constable Bit would have seen him do it. And forgive me for pointing it out, but when you dropped your picket, Mrs. Bit, it was after the defendant had fled the scene. Contradicts getting frustrated? First you make accusation about landlord and his wife, and now you incriminate a policeman as well. But your accusation like one very important thing. Okay, what? Tell me what it is. You claim the crime scene was tampered with. But there's only one reason anyone will commit such to reckless crime: to hide something. Yeah. Makanya aku tanya, what did you get from lying? I mean, why? Why you lying? Why you have lying? You've offered no motive for this like tampering until you do. Your accusations are nothing but empty threats. Let's get this entire plan. Mr. Narhodo, have you managed to solve this mystery? Consul, you have made a very serious accusation against a London police officer. If you are mistaken, I'm sure I need to not point out that your reputation as a lawyer will be irrevocably damaged. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Yes, my lord. Let's go. Ayo, you can do it, no scare. Constable Beat's motive for tampering with the crime scene was to hide. Oh no. Okay. Where the victim fell on the ground. What? Why should he do that? I mean, why? Why you do that? That is what this Bobe had to cover up at all costs. I'll be the pansy. Like what, Nani? What they're saying? What do you mean where she was attacked? What are you talking about? We told you at the very start, didn't we? On the pavement of Friar Road, we saw it happen, remember? Oh, mouse right here, as if anyone didn't already know. That's certainly what everybody has been led to believe. In fact, it isn't worth that at all. I'm beginning to wonder where this tumultuous trial will end, console. Me too. What the this twist, like, oh my god, I don't have any idea. If that's your assertion, then the court is dying to know my Nipponese friend. Where exactly? Yeah, right. Where are you proposing that the crime actually took place that evening? Boom! I told you. It was here. Like, tell me it was right. No. This was fun. On the positive side of the road. Understand. On the evening in question, Mr. Gardep's book fell directly down from the open window. Wow. And your bigot, Mrs. Beat, never moved at all. What did move was the scene of the crime itself. No. Oh my god. Let's go. Perhaps you haven't been listening to the ample testimony the court has heard. But this witness both saw the moment the attack took place. It was 5 o'clock in the evening and already dark. There was the typical London fog on the ground. And you saw the incident unfold and ran to the victim's aid. That was actually on the west side of Briar Road. Constable Beat then arranged for you to be absent for a while by sending you for help. And during the 15 minutes you were away, he transplanted the crime scene. He moved all the things shown in this print, the victim herself, the poor woman. He moved everything, in fact, to the pavement on the east side of Briar Road. God! Extraordinary. Really? But the constable overlooked one thing. The wicked, I presume. Exactly. The prosecution told the court just few minutes ago about the discovery of the Ross wicket. Lord Van Dijk said it wasn't noticed until the morning as it lay where the street lamps cast no light. Which is why it was only the weekend that was found in its original position on the pavement on the west side. Boom! Oh my god, this was complicated than my real life problem. I guess. And that is the defense theory about what really happened that evening. How do you respond? Constable Rory Beat. How do you respond that? Well, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to knock off the game, but I haven't slept properly in a month. Stop talking that. Oh my god. Please stop. Did I miss anything important? Oh my god. Oh, Rolly, oh my god. It isn't true, is it? What that lawyer said, it is all lies, isn't it? Because you're the most upstanding righteous man I know. I had a dream, a terrible dream. All the things I did that night. Everything come out, everything exposed. What? Look at Panji. Look at him. Oh my god. Only it seems. It wasn't a dream at all. Oh my! Oh my god. Oh my god. What on earth is the meaning of all this? Oh really? Why would you do something like this? Moving a corpse is a criminal offense, isn't it? It's not a corpse, I mean. It's not yeah, she's not died yet. Missing the victim dead, so we want to. Constable, explain yourself. Yes, why? Why you did that? I can't say stuff. I really am ever so sorry about all this. For damaging the yard's reputation. For everything. No, please say it. I have a possible explanation. Look at Francis. Look at Francis. For why on that particular evening? Maafkan saya terlambat soalnya saya ada kasus berat tadi. Waduh. Halo, Om Morgan. Tidak apa-apa, tidak apa-apa. Santai, santai. Semoga kasusmu selesai tadi ya. Kasus berat ya. Astaga. You okay? I hope you're fine. Okay. Constable Beat felt compelled to move the scene of the crime. I can't think of one reason. How could he possibly know? You're foreigner presuming to understand the mind of Scotland Yard policeman. And yet, Lord Francis, it is this foreigner who has uncovered the startling truth of the matter thus far. I believe it would be beneficial to the court to hear this expression of lawyers. Counsel for defense, if you please. Yes, my lord. Now then, I think you had better show us some evidence. Udah selesai kasus yang saya hadapi tadi. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Sekarang istirahat, Om. Bagus kalau kasusnya sudah selesai. At once, my lord. England, Japan, it makes no difference where they come from. Human emotions are the same. I think I have a fairly good idea of the feelings behind this man's action. What give away the motive for Constable Beat's unthinkable actions? A policeman will strive to preserve the peace within his allotted beat. A patrolling officer is expected to walk 20 miles around his beat every day for the furtherance of community relations. Any crimes fall under the jurisdiction of the beat in which they are discovered. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigation and help detective. Apa karena dia malu, dia tidak bisa menjaga orang di beatnya dia, atau apa ya? Masa gara-gara bunga? Of course not, right? Okay. It must be something important, right? I realize that I'm a foreigner in this land, and I have only just arrived from Japan, which is why all this information about London's so-called bobbies is completely new to me. I've learned that To honorable patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world, for example. Keeping the peace, looking after the citizens on his beat is in all kinds of ways. Yeah, I mean, dia malu gitu. Like, he cannot protect the citizens on his beat, right? Jadi dia kayak mengkambing hitamkan tetangga sana gitu. Garidep. There's no doubt that the young Bobby is charged with a great deal to do each day, certainly. But for Constable beat, the day in question was special. Atau gimana, aku nggak ngerti. Oh, on account of this wicked, my lord. Oh, waduh, siapa yang malu? Mungkin si ini. Nggak tahu, just my assumption aja. Si polisi itu. It was our very first wedding anniversary. Constable Beat had worked so hard to be able to afford this simple gift for his wife, and was so looking forward to taking her out for a celebratory meal. When he and Mrs. Beat stumbled upon a crime along by the road. When he saw that shadowy figure collapse on the pavement ahead of him, what must have gone through the man's mind? So just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. Mrs. Beat was up a lot being married to a Bobby like me. I wanted to show my dear wife how much I care. This is the warrant card that Constable Beat offered to lainnya earlier. Inside, among the roll for patrolling policemen, it says, when a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm taking it too far. Jadi ternyata, iya ya, bener juga. Karena ada crime scene yang discovered. When a crime is discovered, a policeman must assist with initial investigation. Jadi polisinya harus ikut investigasi dan bantu detektif padahal lagi anniversary-nya. Gitu. No. Yeah. Poor him actually, but damn. Constable. Is that not the reason why you moved the whole scene of the crime scene that way? Yes. Everything is said. It's alright. No. See? Oh my god. So that's it. It was all to do with the boundary of your bed. Damn! The twist! So good. Oh. No. Exactly. To summarize. The incident actually occurred on Constable Beat's beat. Good gracious. Constable, do you realize the gravity of what you have done? Oh my god. No. It was the first time since I became a copper that I'd ever cursed God. No. That was deep. Stay close to me, Pat. The criminal should still be lurking somewhere. As we ran over to the scene, I had every intention of doing my duty as a police officer. We've got to report this to the station as quickly as possible. But then it dawned on me. Realized where we were, where the victim was lying, and what that meant for me. Oh my god. When a crime is discovered, a policeman must assist with initial investigation and help detective. Itu saya ingin nanya itu. Siapa wanita di sebelahku? Itu Ryouko. Oh my god, my internet. Why here? Why did this have to happen here? No. Itu Ryouko BTW. Morgan, itu Ryouko. Why? It's Copper's job to guard the scene of the crime, so I told Pat it gave to go to the nearest police box and fetch whoever was on duty there. It was then when I opened my mouth to speak. It just came out. I couldn't believe the words that were coming out of my mouth. This is the next bit to mine, Pat. So you'll have to go to the police box that covers it, turn right along Mersom Street, and then... Kalau saya jadi pengacara di sini, saya bukan nyonya karena di sini tidak bisa pengacaranya cewek, tahu. Tidak boleh ada pengacara cewek di sini. Kalau saya jadi pengacara berarti saya cowok. No! It's okay, it's okay. Oh my god. I feel bad for him. Oh, constable. I just that one like to take my Patricia out for dinner. Just that one. I feel bad for you. You knew that if the incident was on your beat, your evening of celebration would be ruined. And so you decide to move the entire crime scene outside your jurisdiction. Just cross the street to the east pavement of Rye Road, which falls under the neighboring beach care. You see, I thought, well, I was sure the victim was dead, you see. Beg your pardon? Of course he did. Otherwise my relative will never have left the poor woman on the freezing cold pavement. See your meaning now. Oh no! But God got me back for my sins, didn't he? That's why I missed the rose eyeball fault. It was all my fault! Should never have dropped it in such a dark place. I'm so sorry, Rowan. And can you tell us, Constable, how many books did you move from the one side of the road to the other in total? Oh, 4 it was, yes, definitely 4. 3 of them dropped by Mr. Natsume, and 4th being the one that fell from the window upstairs in the garden household, of course. What made you place that book in the victim's hand? When all the others were scattered hazardly around, I mean. That's because that's how I found it. How you found it, what do you mean? When we first ran over the scene, the victim was already holding the book. Ah, I see. So when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in her hand. Saya pamit dulu. Okay. Saya mau jadi Conan dulu. Oke. Bye. Bye. Apa sih Nichiku do? Oke, bye-bye. Thank you udah mampir ya. You're sure it was this book, the lion sprite that the victim was holding? Yes, of course. Yes. Oh, interesting. Yeah. And bet me what saw it happen. I couldn't see the harm really. I didn't think moving it all over the road would make a jot of difference. I suppose this is it for me now. I've had it. No! My lord. My lord. Yes, Lord Francis. I believe that concludes the cross-examination of the witnesses. Wow. Constable, you may withdraw. What will become of my Rolly? What will happen to him? For now, you are free to go home. The police will contact you in due course. Please don't punish my husband. This was false. All my fault. No. Yeah. Yeah. Leave it now, Pat. Let's go home. I'm tired. Alright then, my love. Oh. One last thing, Constable. Let this be a lesson to you. In a criminal investigation, every detail matters, however insignificant it may seem to you. Yes. Carve that lesson in your mind. And never again make the mistake of tampering with the scene of crime. So good, Van Zix. Thank you, Van Zix. Love you. Never again, sir, you mean to say. Look at it. Oh my god. Leave now. This trial is not over yet. Well, quite a startling revelation, let me say. Whoever thought of a third party transplanting the entire scene of a crime like that? Indeed, my lord. Nevertheless, there are some immutable facts here, principally. That the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume, is the only person who could possibly have committed this crime. Wow! No, I disagree. Now that we know the true scene of the incident, there is someone else. Another person who could be responsible for the knife in the victim's back. Forgive me for being presumptuous, but I believe the prosecution is probably well aware of this possibility already. Haha, dibalikin. Very well. Name the person if you will, and if further investigation is warranted. The prosecution has no objection to the trial continuing. The defense would once again like to request the cross-examination of a new witness, my lord. Tentu saja kembali lagi ya. That we cross-examine juror number 4, Mrs. John Gardep. Let's go. That request has already been denied. But the situation is very different now. Miss Gardep answered me. At the time of this, you were engaged in a violent argument with your husband, Mr. John Gardep. In the course of the argument, a mineral house fire was ignited. And to clear the smoke from the room, your husband opened a window that looks out over Byron. He threw this book at your husband when he was cornered with his back against the window. Upon striking the pane of open top hinge casement window, the book plummeted directly down. To what we know now to be true scene of the incident, yes, and I said what of it. During the argument, you are beside yourself with rage. As such, you drew not just book but anything you could lay your hands on. So let me ask you one more time, Mrs. Gardep. This knife, the one removed from the victim's bag, have you really never laid eyes on it before? I don't recall it. Seriously? Am I supposed to remember everything I pick up and throw at my husband? Well, if that's a knife, you should. Halo Desi. Welcome. Selamat datang Desi, kamu baru datang sepertinya ya. Tapi tidak apa-apa. Thank you udah datang ya. Convenient. No, I have no recollection of saying that at all, juror number 4. Eh? What did he say? Am I supposed to remember everything I pick up and throw at my husband? And anyway, the man over there in all that regalia said members of the jury needn't testify, didn't he? Well, make no mistake, you jurors are not special in any way. You are not immune to the judicial process. Oh my god, 1-6. Let's go. If you know something about this knife, madam, let the truth come out. But that's just common or garden knife. It could have come from anywhere. We have several like that at home. If one went missing, how would you expect me to know? What's that? Are you joking? What are you saying, please, Mrs. Gardner? Wow. This is getting interesting. Now you listen to me. I refuse to believe all this nonsense. I couldn't bear the thought that I'd injured someone. Do you hear? I couldn't bear it. What the F? But you throw the books to your husband. What do you mean? The poor woman. So yes, I want evidence. I want to see hard evidence. If you are going to insist on this being my fault, you're going to have to prove to me that I threw that knife, if that's what you think. Come along now, do your worst. Mr. Narhodo, if I had evidence like that, believe me, I would have thrown it at her already. Then take the stand, juror. Oh. Boom. The prosecution does not object to the defense request or cross-examine this woman. You hear? You hear that? Thank you, Lord Honfix. Thank you. I'm going to have to testify? Yeah. Yes, you have. Yes, you should. Juror number 4. Yes, I'm sure you will appreciate having observed it with your own eyes today. Witness testimony can lead to the most extraordinary truths being unearthed. Truths of which the witness themselves may not even have been aware. Oh dear me. So I demand your full and unadulterated testimony, Mrs. Gardner. And mark my words, in this court of law today we shall extract the truth. The concur consult. Stanley, my lord. Oh. That's what I'm hoping for, my lord. Let's go. Let's go! It's such strange feelings. For the first time since arriving in this country, it actually feels real. I'm here in the Old Bailey and I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer! This POV are amazing, actually. Oh my god, it was good. Continue! Let's go! Witness, state your name and occupation. The BGM berubah BGM-nya. I like it so much. I love the BGM. Oh, yes, my name is John Garida. And I'm I'm a juror and so sorry. The court has decided your testimony is required in order. Do you understand, madam? You will tell the court everything that took place in your household on the evening in question. And I warn you, do not attempt to hide the truth. Oh dear me. Chin up, Johnny, nothing to worry about now. Oh no! I didn't know you were here, John. Wasn't only you in the room that day, I think was it. Rather think I ought to testify as well, don't you? This case banyak bucinan ya, enggak sih? Maksudnya banyak pasangan. There's a lot of couples in this case. But well. But what about your knee, dearie? Don't you worry about that. Hardly notice it. I'm not the sort of chap to leave a comrade to face disciplinary action. Oh, John. I assume you are Mr. John Gardner. Yes, sir, former second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment of the 4th Northumberland Fusiliers, sir. Seen my fair share of action and now living a quiet life as it were. Quiet life. Blah 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 blah. Well, yes. Good. The Battle of Garidep. Yes, on the day you're referring to the wife and I did have a bit of skirmish, can I recall the reason now. Knocked a candlestick over and set fire to the carpet. Soon had it out too and got the windows open. Meanwhile, I was picking up whatever I could find, throw at him. Plenty of knives around our place. Can't say I'd noticed if one or two went missing, I'm afraid. Ketinggalan kah? Halo stream. Kalau lihat, aku udah lumayan lama sih, ini udah 2 jam sih. Tapi gak apa-apa, welcome ya. Thank you udah datang loh. Thank you udah mampir. If that belly thing in the victim's back really was one of ours, you'll have a job proving it, I think. Well, that was simple. It sounds as though it was quite the battlefield in your household that evening. Although an entire one-sided assault, it seems. The enemy caught us on the hope, sir, had no choice but to dig in and take defensive measures. To be honest, if the enemy had kept shelling us for another minute, we'd have been toast. Of course, a veteran such as myself is only too aware that on every battlefield you're just a gnat's whisker from death at any moment. In combat, one's focus narrows such that surroundings are very limited. Witnesses will not be able to over anything more than testified already destroying at that time. Ya, padahal kangen sama Susanto. Ada Susantonya ini, ada Susantonya. Ada kok Susantonya, ini ada di sampingku nih. Maksudnya ada di sampingnya Ryunosuke. Ada Susanto. Fanzix may well be right. Tuh Susanto tuh. Well, whatever the chances. We only have this last cross event to uncover the truth. Let's go! Apa aku di ini? Ada apa ini? Akhirnya Yu mengakui kalau nama caranya Susanto bukan Susanto. Aku mengakui dia Susanto bukan Susanto. Tidak ada Susanto di sini. Susanto di fandom sebelah itu. Gak ada Susanto di sini. Ada Susanto. All started because of a note that was stuck into the page of a book belonging to Mr. Gardep. Rather passionate note in fact. But Mrs. Gardep found the note, discovering her husband. It was secret, and she gave him a magnetic number of slaps across the page for it. Hell on earth. Oh my god, Pansix was on point, like, what the fuck? Hell on earth. That's good. I say when a chap says he cannot recall such thing, it's common decency not to break it all up. And besides, half of it was quite of the mark anyway. A likely story. Sudahlah, di depan kita semua tahu beliau Susanto. Kita taunya Susanto ya, biarkan dia namanya terpampang Susanto. Seharusnya Susanto ya. As far as I was concerned at the time, it was more important to extinguish my anger than the flames. When a woman wants to throw, she must throw. Really? No, you must handle your anger even if you are a woman. Man, don't make it as an excuse. Damn, that is no good. That is most certainly not true of a Susanto takedown, Mr. Naruhodo. So please cast your mind back and try to remember. Was a knife among the items that you threw at your husband that day? In all honesty, I don't recall. But I feel I must point out that I'm no monster. Let me see some bread. Okay, hey, you okay? Do you have something to add, sir? Anggap aja game before tipe case close. Gak gitu. Gitu ya. Susanto menyamar ya, harusnya Susanto. Don't shoot. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Did your wife remarks just now bring something to mind? Nothing of any significance. Just what the barrels of projectiles the old things launched in my directions was somewhat more solid than she implies. Books, bricks, and the fire poker I seem to recall. What the F? Don't do it here, oh my god. No! Good grief, woman. We're not at home now. This is court of law. Please. Oh my god, I don't like this John Gardep. I don't like his wife. No! I don't even apologize. I mean I don't even apa? Maafkan. Forgive. Yeah. What's this even doing with people here? I see, John, I will never have thrown such thing at you, obviously. Re, halo, punten bro, halo Re. Welcome. Thank you udah mampir Re. Well, take a look at this then. How do you suppose that happened? Your pipe, sir. Had this thing in my hand as usual at the time of the onslaught. Knock it clean out with one of her soft projectiles. She did, yes. And when I went to pick the thing up, it was broken in two. I'd like to see response to that sort of damage. It would never have been sent flying unless it was hit by something so. Oh my god. Sorry, aku mute sebentar. Okay, I'm back. It would never have been sent flying unless it was hit by something pretty solid. Welcome. Selamat datang di live stream Detektif Yuuichi jaksa. Bukan. Aku pengacara. I'm a lawyer. Pengacara. Anyway, I've managed to bandage the thing up for now. You're one to exaggerate, aren't you, dear? I wonder what we should make of this gun. It could be important. Oh! Betray a fiery wife and pipes as well as hearts may be broken. Sentimental wisdom perhaps, but hardly worthy of adding to the formal testament in deep conscience. Oh! Okay. It's okay, Susato. It's okay. Let's just examine the pipe. Let's go. Let's try that. Betul ini game caranya cocok jadi cara Jojo, semuanya posenya on point. Tuh kalau Jojo dia lebih alay lagi, dia posenya lebih kayak gimana gitu. Well, there's small nick out of the ball here. Looks, it's appear to have been made relatively recently. And see how there are little scratches and dents all over it. It's clearly a well-loved fight. Well, yes, you're right. It seems to me recently that being well-loved goes hand in hand. Getting some battle scars. Okay. It looks like to be in sorry state with that bandage around it, doesn't it? But for some reason it feels like slightly ominous to me, like it's trying to shout out a warning. Probably because it's the same blue as Mr. Grandev racing down. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, something is twinkle inside the chamber of the pipe there. What? How did he even notice? I mean, what? Yes, I saw it. Something stuck in there, I think. Let's turn it over and give it a shake. It's a tiny fragment of metal. Okay. It looks like the tip of a blade or something. Oh. The tip of a blade? Oh. Kurang alay apa coba ada orang minum jus anggur di pengadilan. Itu wine sih, itu apa supaya classy gitu loh, supaya classy, supaya keren gitu ya. Boom. The tip. A small piece of the blade appears to be missing. Oh no, let's go. If that bully thinks in the victim's back really was one of ours, you'll have job proving it. Well, I have my proof here. Objection. Halo, halo siapa? Fatiru Kenzan. Halo, halo. Welcome to the scream. Halo. Iya nih, aku lagi main as a nih, betul. Igiari. Karena pakai bahasa Jepun. Mr. Gardep, could I ask you to take a good look at this place? How's your day anyway? You can ask, but I can't see a bully thing. Used to call me that I died back in the regiment, of course, but that was some time ago now. Even when I'm trying to enjoy a large print book by the fire this day, I struggle to tell a B from a D and a P from a Q, to be honest. Eh. Oh yeah, that's the You must be very dizzy. What is that? A tiny scrap of metal. Yes, almost certainly from the tip of a blade. And what may appear at first to be just a tiny scrap is in fact a crucial piece of evidence. Boom! Interesting. Wah, jadi pengen lanjut main Ace Attorney. Terakhir main Ace Attorney cuma Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Oh, itu yang paling pertama ya, Kenzan. Ayo lanjut main. Kalau nggak salah kan kamu ada Steam kan ya, dan Ace Attorney itu lagi anniversary ke-20, jadi Steam lagi ada diskon pas ya buat game Ace Attorney kalau nggak salah. Atau kamu udah beli? Nggak tahu ya aku yang diskon mana aja gitu yang di Steam. Tapi banyak Ace Attorney, ada Phoenix Wright, ada Justice Apollo Justice. Nah, masih ada, ya masih banyak seriesnya. Phoenix Wright aja ada berapa? 6 berapa? 7, 6 berapa? Ayo lanjut. Kalau yang ini, yang baru ini itu kayak kakek kakek moyangnya si Phoenix Wright, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Ini kakek moyangnya. And what precisely does this fragment of metal signify, console? Ditanya how's my day kah? Habis balik hujan-hujanan tuh nggak? Oh iya aku tanya itu Srim. Tapi kamu jawab juga nggak apa-apa. Apa? Untung nggak ada yang nari-nari di tengah hujan. Serem dong kalau ada yang nari-nari, gimana dah? Nari-nari di tengah hujan. Itu maksudnya itu orang tidak waras apa gimana? Takut juga aku. Tapi bagus lah. Di Steam ya, oke lah, thanks. Iya, sama-sama. Iya, di Steam lagi diskon Esotorni, soalnya dia lagi perayaan. Tapi gak tahu ya aku diskon berapa gitu. Semoga gede sih. When put together with another piece of evidence already in the court record, I believe this tiny fragment of metal will unravel the whole truth of this case, my lord. Attorney Justice League keren sih, lihat Robin bilang objection. Bukan Attorney Justice League, Justice Apollo. Aku tadi mau bilang Justice League juga. Maksud aku Apollo Justice yang rambutnya mencuat itu, yang pakai baju merah. Series yang lainnya Apollo Justice bukan sih namanya? Aku lupa, kayaknya bener deh. You appear rather confident in that extraordinary statement, console. Very well then, present the pertinent evidence to the court. Let's go. Walah kayak moyangnya banget. Bajunya kayak medieval. Iya, kayak back to ya mas tahun jadul, kayak 1000 berapaan gitu ya, 1600-an ya, lupa aku. Jadi emang kakek moyangnya. Very long ago. Should be this way. Should be this. Bayangin aja deh di lampu merah terus ada background, terus orang-orang ada di belakang fix masuk film India. Dia lagi syuting Bollywood, jangan ya, lagi syuting dia. This is the knife that was found in the victim's bag. If you look closely, you will see that there is a small piece at the tip of the blade that is missing. Astonished Justice League. Mungkin bisa minta ke Capcom XTC. Tunggu, tapi Ace Attorney ada. Oh, Ace Attorney Capcom ya kalau nggak salah ya. Ace Attorney Capcom ya. Tapi nggak gitu. Justice League kayak superhero. Ini bukan superhero, beda lah. Bagus tuh, mantap kapal. Mengadili Joker. Common issue with the inferior blade sold at unsavory street markets. Criminals who use them regularly leave the tips lodged in their victims' bones. And what of this particular knife? Note that each tip has suffered a similar fate, now languishing somewhere near the spine of the victim. No, actually. No, that's not the case. The tip of this particular knife blade is the very fragment of metal we discovered in the chamber of Mr. Gardep's spine. Do you see that, like, fun? Oh my god, Fanzik's animation just like, oh my god, that was very dramatic. I like that. Oh my god, that was good. Can I replay? Oh my god. No, look at that dramatic pose. Eston itu yang Phoenix Wright, Apollo Justice sama yang Miles Edgeworth. Yes, iya itu. Stake-nya tinggi kalau Joker salah pilih, kita masuk bui. Langsung masuk bui kalau salah ngomong gitu. The knife from the crime scene and this fragment of metal are a perfect match. Oh no. Yeah, I know right? I know right, Fanjik. It's your loss. this some sort of Eastern sorcery? Oh my God. This is no magic, my lord. This is a miracle. Oh my God. Let's go. Rapunzel has figured it out, has he? Mohon saw explain this extraordinary coincidence at once. The fragment of metal find its way inside Mr. Garde's spine. Something that was clarified for us in the most recent witness testimony. Had these things in my hand as usual at the time of the onslaught. Knock it clean with one of her soft projectiles. She did, yes. It would never been sent flying unless it was hit by something pretty solid. Oh. Oh dearie me. During the argument between these two that occurred just as the victim was on pavement below, Mrs. Garde flung this knife at her husband. However, the knife missed Mr. Garde instead striking the pipe in his hand at the time, which caused the tip to break off, of course. Good lord! And that is when the tiny tip of the blade. Bener kan posenya udah pas jadi karakter Jojo. Iya. Dramatik kayak pose Jojo. Found its way inside Mr. Garde's spine. Chance of that are 1,000,000 to 1. And yet there's no other credible explanation for how the tip of the blade ended up in your pipe. Then after losing its tip, the knife ricocheted off the pipe and flew out of the open window. Yeah. In short, this knife which fell from the window of the Garde's house in the very same knife that struck the victim in the middle of the back on the street below. Oh gosh, oh dear. No! What's wrong with his back? Huh. Yeah, sip up that wine. Full body theory, I'll give you that. A complex wicket of seemingly trivial points possibly arranged to create an almost traceable vintage. Allow me to toast my learned friends critically. Nipponi's approach to bottling his argument. But after all, it's just a theory. The bottle I fear is cork. Because you see... Wow! It's spelled by an insurmountable inconsistency. Okay. I'm sorry. Aku kaget. Explain yourself. Where did I do wrong? An inconsistency of the simplest nature, my lord. The victim was found with the knife planted in the middle of her back. Yes. Hey. That's right, you silly little man. Langsung hilang lagi tamparannya. John, old thing, what are you getting so excited about? Let us consider the basic facts of the case once more. The victim was walking along the pavement before being stabbed in the back and falling onto the ground. If the knife that struck her had fallen from above, yeah, don't throw. There's no possible way it could have planted itself into the victim's back. Bisa jadi victimnya udah pingsan dulu.